Can Cialis cause back pain? If you don't know what Cialis is, it's also known as tadalafil, and it is historically used to treat erectile dysfunction. And Cialis belongs to a class of drugs called the phosphodiesterase inhibitors. Phosphodiesterase is an enzyme that breaks down what's called cyclic GMP. And when you break down cyclic GMP, that's going to degrade, it's going to limit how much nitric oxide you can produce, which nitric oxide is going to open up blood vessels. Now, phosphodiesterase inhibitors, such as tadalafil, they prevent phosphodiesterase, the enzyme that breaks down cyclic GMP. They prevent it from breaking down cyclic GMP, thus allowing for your body to have more nitric oxide, and therefore that's going to help with more blood flow. So, what does all this have to do with Cialis and possible back pain? So, we know that these drugs are classified as PDE5 inhibitors, but there's no such thing as a truly PDE5 selective drug that belongs to this drug class. In fact, there's 11 known phosphodiesterase enzymes. And it appears, per the literature, that tadalafil has more affinity towards PDE11 as compared to the other drugs within the same class. The thing is, skeletal muscle does have a high expression of PDE11. So by blocking this, you can possibly experience what we refer to as myalgias, or that essentially means like muscle pain. Statistically speaking, it appears that this occurs in about 5 to 8% ish patients. From what we've seen, it tends to occur in more of a dose dependent fashion. In other words, as you ramp up the dose, if it's going to occur, it'll be worse with subsequent dosage increases. Now, I do see a lot of folks over time, as they get exposed to the drug more and more, it tends to occur less and less and less. And also, if it does occur, it's less severe. Now, let's say hypothetically you get started on tadalafil 5 once a day. And let's say a week into it, you start having back pain. What you could do is you could switch it down to 2.5 milligrams once a day, or possibly 2.5 milligrams every other day or every third day, whatever, to kind of get that re-exposure. And I've seen personally with dozens of patients that doing a slow reintroduction exposure like that tends to really amend the situation.